it's Lipstick Gal. Thanks for watching today. I wanted to go through my trash, show you what I finished up. There is quite a bit here. I've kind of separated it. Skincare, hair, and some makeup. I always love it when I finish makeup. But before we start, and let me show you all my goodies, or my empties, let me say thank you for watching. If you are not subscribed, would you please, and let me know what sort of videos are your favorites, what sort of videos are the ones you enjoy watching the most. All right, so let's start with what I finished that was makeup related. I went through a pack of Real Techniques. These are the Miracle Complexion sponges. This is a 2-pack. I think these are great. I have for many years only used beauty blenders for like the last 4 or 5 years. Beauty blender, beauty blender, beauty blender. And I try and get them in a multi-pack so they're not as expensive, because the idea of spending $20 a single sponge just makes my heart go, I'm dying a little. These are really good. If my dog didn't find a way, I don't know how she does, to chew up my sponges, I wouldn't go through them as quickly. I like these. I would definitely recommend these. I like the L'Oreal sponge as well. Both the pink one and the blue one, the little blue one that you use for under eye, I like that one a lot. I want to try the Flower Beauty one, and if you have any other recommendations about less expensive sponges that you think stand up to what the Beauty Blender delivers, would you let me know in the comments below. All right, I've been working on finishing this. This was in my project pan for this year, and down to the nothings. Like, I had to get to the point where I used like a little spoolie to kind of break up product in the corners because I wasn't picking it up, and then using that to finish mostly under the eyes, but over the rest of my face as well. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Diffused Light. It's a slightly yellow leaning one. I mean, very slightly. I love the way it looks, especially under the eyes. This is a favorite. I already have a full size, another one of these. All right, I finished up a couple of mascaras. One of them, this was in my project pan. I'll keep it and show you what, like, at the end of the year, what my total progress was. But this was the Unlash Volume and Curl Mascara from Wander Beauty. It's a nice one. It's not my favorite. I wouldn't repurchase it, but I did feel like it did provide some nice volume. It did really help my curl. It was really nice black. The one thing I didn't like about it was the squeezy tube packaging, because sometimes if you could squeeze it like this and not get excess product on, that was nice, but I also felt like air got in here much quicker than I wanted it to. So, and I also felt that if I tried to keep the air out of the tube, then the brush would collapse inside here. So it's not my favorite, and maybe I was worried too much about air getting in there and ruining the product. It's a nice mascara. If I were to get it again on another subscription box, I would definitely use it and like having it, but it's not my favorite. One that is a favorite of mine that I want to get another one of is the Hourglass Caution Mascara. I love this stuff. I got this sample a while ago. I like the brush. I love the formula because it does not flake, it does not smudge, and even in 100+ degree weather, it never, ever, ever ended up like smudging. There was no raccooning. It was difficult to take off. You needed a balm or an oil-based makeup remover to get it off. But hello, I will do that any day to make sure that whatever I have going on in 110 degree weather doesn't end up like here. All right. I did finish up, this is from Tarte. This is their oh, it's so tiny. It's itty bitty on the bottom. Let me see if I can figure out what it is. My eyes are too old to read the bottom of the packaging. I'll have to insert it down here below for you, but this is in the shade Nude. I got to the point where I was even like scooping it out like with my nail, like I will finish this. And I suppose I could keep going and digging it out with a lip brush or something, but I kind of feel like if I can't twist it up anymore and I can't get it on my lips anymore, we're gonna call it good. I do like this formula. To me, this is one of those things that you wear on a no makeup day where you just have like sunscreen on and you need something on your lips to make them feel like they're not gonna dry down to nothing. I love this. The color is Nude. I think that's a really great color, but I also like how glossy and balmy it looks on the lips. All right, I finished up a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This was the 1 ounce size. I also finished up, this came a long time ago. I had a couple of these. It's the Brow Gel from Estee Lauder. It's called Brow Now Stay in Place Brow Gel. I liked it. I've had a full size of this before. I remember getting this a while ago and I never opened it until recently for just to set my brows in place. It's a clear brow gel. It works really well. And I liked it enough to buy the full size after having a previous sample of this. But every now and again when Estee Lauder's in gift, I'll find something like this and I remember, oh yeah, I really do like that. All right, the last makeup product I used up was this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. I thought this had a pretty, yeah, it had a pretty good sprayer on it. There's not much left, so it's kind of coming out in spits and fits and spurts, not fits and spurts. It is spurting, but yeah. I do really like the way this smells. It has a very citrusy kind of an orange scent to it, and it does give a nice glowy look. I use this more in the skincare way than in the setting spray way, but I think that you could use it either way. I felt like when I would get out of the shower, sometimes I would spray this all over my face and then start layering on hydrating toners and things like that. I don't know that I would repurchase this, but this is my second bottle. I have had a previous one and I liked it enough to get it. Since finishing this up, there are other things that I've started using that I definitely like more. All right, let's talk hair care really quick. I only have 4 items. This came in my January BoxyCharm. It's the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Strength and Moisture Leave-In Mask. This was amazing. It didn't even take me a full month to use this up. Of course, it's only 2 ounces. BoxyCharm, I thought you said it was always full size. Maybe this is their full size travel size, but still, it was like full size, full size. This is not really full size, but I love this stuff. I might need to get the big one. I don't know. It's on my list of maybes, but I really did like this. The only products I have been using recently in my hair, I have naturally wavy hair. I sometimes like to think of it as curly, but it's not really curly. Someone with curly hair go, girl, your hair is not curly. You have wavy hair. But I've been using stuff from Marc Anthony's. My favorite is this. This is the Strictly Curls Curl Envy Curl Cream, and it helps to define frizzy hair. It adds moisture. It's really great. It's got avocado oil and shea butter in it. There are silicones in the Marc Anthony curl products, but I like the sort of texture my hair ends up being enough that I put up with the silicones, and I know that's a big no-no in the curl world, but out of all the more affordable curl products, I like this brand the best and this line the best, and this is my favorite product. Another thing that I've tried, I have another one of these I'm using up because I got them on sale at Walgreens, and I've like scooped them all up, and you all belong to me. But if I were going to recommend something, I would go this route. This is the Curl Cocktail, and you have 2 chambers, and I like that it even has like down here, you know, a split lid so that you can squeeze out what you want out of each one. So it has, one is a defining cream and one is a defrizzing lotion. You squeeze out the amount that you want, you mix it up in your hand, and you put it in. I will say the textures of these on their own are great, but the minute you mix it together, it gets a little lumpy. I don't know if they work better together. I don't know. Sometimes, because I can't stand the texture in my hand, I'll put one in, put it through my hair, then put the other in my palm, and then work it through, because the slightly chunky gelatinous feel that it happens when you mix it up kind of makes me like, ugh, I don't know. It smells good, it works well, not as well as the other one for my hair texture. I tend to be dry, tend to be a little bit on the frizzy side, a little bit more of the coarse hair type. It's not my favorite, but it works. And then I did also have the Curl Envy Leave-In Conditioner, Detangle and Defrizz. This was okay. If I'm going to be using a leave-in conditioner, I'd really like this one, but it comes down to price, don't you know? All right, skincare. I had a couple of, okay, there was this. I've had this for a long time. It's Vita E from It's Skin. It's their cleansing foam. This was really hard for me to finish up using because it was too, especially in the wintertime, it was too heavy on my skin. I think there is still a little bit left in here, and I was just like, my skin is too dry right now for me to finish this up, and I'm not going to hang on to it. But there was a lot. It was 150 mils. I don't even know if they still make this. It's been in my drawer for a while. I just wanted to use it. All right, so I have something else here. This surprised me. I had this for a while. I hadn't tried it. It's Hylamide's High Efficiency Face Cleanser. It's basically 4 ounces of an oil-based cleanser. I really liked this. It worked really, really well. Hylamide is one of the Deciem brands. So if you like The Ordinary or Nude, this is kind of like the sister brand, but it's right in the middle price range, where Ordinary tends to be more bargain and Nude tends to be more high end. This is more in the $20, $25 range. I'll have to leave the price for you down below. But for 4 ounces, it took me a long time to go through this, and this would be my first cleanse. I really, really like this, and I would definitely put it on my list of things worth purchasing again, unless I fall in love with something else. All right, from there, I have two sunscreens. One is in the old packaging, one is in the new packaging. They're both from Missha. And this one is a little bit more hydrating because this is their Essence Sun Milk. This one here is their Soft Finish Sun Milk, so it has a slightly more velvety look to it. They do have a velvet one. This one I think is great for me for summertime because it keeps some of the extra oils away. And this is the one that I use in the cooler months, especially now because my face is like, hydration, please. So summertime and wintertime, but I've used them both up. And I still have another one of these in my drawer. I like these. These have been the Missha Sun Milks are the only sunscreens I've used for the last like 5 or 6 years. I don't know how long it's been, but religiously I just keep repurchasing. But there's a couple that I want to try now that are different. So I may have to try something else, but I know I love this. I know I recommend it to everybody who asks me what's your favorite sunscreen. That's the one, but I'm ready to try something else now. All right, I did finish up a ordinary 8 ounces of the glycolic acid 7% toning solution. This works really well for me. I find that once we hit winter, I can't use it nearly as often because in this like warmer spring to summer to early fall when it's still kind of like hot and sweaty season, then I can put this all over a cleansing pad and use it all over my face once a day. Come wintertime, I can't do that. And I use different exfoliants, but this is great for every day if your skin is used to acid. I don't find that it's too much for me until it gets to be wintertime when all this moisture is sucked out of the air. And where I live right now, it's 7 degrees outside and it's like, I just need a moisture spray to spray all over my face. And this kind of does really take the life out of my face during this season of the year, but I love this. I still do use it occasionally, like maybe once a week during the cold season. All right, a favorite. This is the Klairs Midnight Blue Moisture Calming Cream. It's great. There's nothing left. Normally, oh, I guess there was a little something. Normally, this is in a 1 ounce pot. I like that they finally put it in a 2 ounce tube so you don't have to keep sticking your fingers in a jar. I know you're not supposed to stick your fingers in a jar. You're supposed to have like little spoons or spatulas, and I do use those, but sometimes when I can't use it, I do stick my little finger in there. And I've already washed it because I've washed my face, so it's not, but you never know, you know? So I like it better in this type of packaging, and I love this stuff. I plowed through this faster than I normally do because it's been really dry and really cold where I live. All right, this is a little sample I have of Dr. Jart's Ceramide Cream. This stuff is really good. I have the Ceramide Hydrating Toner, like the liquid. I really like that. This was the first season, and I believe it's really been keeping my skin from feeling ultra dry. This really helped. Once I use up all of the skincare I have open right now and I'm down to I need a cream, I might actually purchase this one. I like this one a lot. All right, so sad that this product is no longer being made. And I was like, how could you do this to me? It's the Super Seed Oil Plus Skin Mist from Goodall. It's a Korean brand. There are 150 mils. It's 5 fluid ounces. This spritzer was terrible. This was the worst spritzer ever because like it's dual phase, so you had to shake it up and then you had to spray, and I was getting like really strong over here and a couple of sprays that kind of went off and didn't hit my face, so I decanted it into something else, a different spray bottle. But the product was great, extremely hydrating. I wonder if they're going to make something similar to this. I haven't seen anything from them, but I like this idea of an oil skin mist. It might be time to try some other ones. I know there are other ones out there, but I really like this product, and my heart is so sad that I can't find it anywhere anymore. All right, this was the bottle I decanted that into. This is the Jasmine Garden from May Lindstrom. This is a really beautiful spray on its own. I kept the bottle because the bottle sprays fairly well, and after spraying that much, it doesn't spray that well anymore. But it was a nice spray bottle. The Jasmine Garden is beautiful, but the Jasmine Garden is $70 for 100 mils or 3.38 ounces. So it's really expensive. It's beautiful, beautiful product, but I plowed through this in like 2 months. My pocketbook cannot afford for me to love this and repurchase this. I do love it. I did use a sample of the SK2 Essence, the facial treatment essence. It's nice. I didn't have enough of it to know whether it made enough of a difference, but I did like it. I also went through, I got this kit at Christmas time. It's from Laneige. It's their Special Care Lip Sleeping Mask. And this was the grapefruit flavor. It's like a little mini. So I had 3 minis. I've gone through this one. And the grapefruit is my favorite. I do have the full size of the original that comes in a little pink, and it smells kind of like strawberry bubblegum. I'm about halfway through with that. I gave one of the minis to my mom, who really likes it, and I have 1 mini left. But I really like this product. I thought that it was just okay. The farther and farther we get into the cold season, and my lips are like, we're dying here, the more and more this really, really stands out as a really great product. All right, from there, 2 things and we're done. And I forgot I did have another cleanser. This is from Estee Lauder. It was a sample that came in a gift with purchase. It's their Advanced Night Micro Cleansing Foam. So I really like this. And how much do you get? You get a fluid ounce, 30 mils. This was really nice, and out of all the foaming cleansers that I have tried, this would be like my second cleanse. I found that this one really wasn't so stripping of my skin. Like this one like sucked all the life out of it. This one didn't really do that, and it was really nice. And part of me can go, I may want, no, I don't know that I want to spend the Estee Lauder price on a foaming cleanser. And I don't usually use a foaming cleanser. I use a gel cleanser. I use a balm or an oil-based cleanser to take my makeup off. And then I use a really hydrating gel cleanser. I like the Milky Jelly from Glossier. And there's one that's very similar. It's like a dupe from Bliss that I'm using right now as my second cleanse. So my skin really does stay much more hydrated. But this was really nice. The last thing I have, I couldn't finish it. I couldn't bring myself to. I kept it in the shower for a long time. Hence the reason it looks so completely beat up. But this is Skin Foods Rice Mask Wash Off. There's still a lot of it in here. It's like at least half a jar. It didn't really, it's one of those products that when you stick your hand in it, maybe I'll just a little bit. Do you see the texture here? It's slightly chunky. You can feel little tiny broken up granules. So it's not really a heavy duty physical exfoliator. It did do some of that because there are small grains of rice that are, you know, really, really tiny and broken up in here. It did do a little bit of exfoliation, not a lot. But then it left on a very heavy layer of hydration. And it wasn't, I felt like I could like scrape my nails across the top of my skin and get stuff like stuck up after rinsing it off. Like you put it on, you exfoliate, you wash it off, and then I still felt like I had this thick layer on my face. And that's what I didn't care for about this product. So I just could never bring myself to finish using it. So I just said, you know, we're just gonna get rid of it. We're gonna say, all done, no more. And that is definitely one I would not recommend. It's not very expensive, but I didn't think it did enough to make a difference for my skin. All right, thank you so much for watching. Let me know, what products do you continually repurchase? Things that you know you love, and things that you wish they still made, but they don't. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to find this in this packaging again because I love that product. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.